Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into the foundational truth of God's existence. God is eternal, self-sufficient, and unchanging. He is the I Am, the one who simply is. In this video, we'll explore God's eternal nature, His self-existence, and how His presence sustains the universe. Understanding who God is lays the groundwork for our entire faith and deepens our relationship with Him. Let's start with God's eternal nature. He has no beginning and no end, existing outside of time as we know it. Time is a creation of God, and He is its master. This means that God is always present. He was, He is, and He will be forever. Revelation 1 verse 8 tells us, "I am the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end, says the Lord, who is and who was and who is to come, the Almighty." This verse beautifully captures God's eternal nature. He is the first and the last, existing beyond the boundaries of time. While time governs everything in our lives, our aging, seasons, and plans, God is not confined by these limits. We often struggle with the unknowns of the future or carry regrets from the past. Yet, God sees all time as one continuous present. There is no surprise or anxiety in Him because He exists outside of time, fully aware of what has been, what is, and what will be. This understanding gives us incredible peace, knowing that the eternal God has everything under control. Now, let's talk about God's self-existence. He is entirely self-sufficient, not dependent on anything or anyone for His existence. This truth is revealed in the name He gave to Moses at the burning bush. I am who I am. In Exodus 3 verse 14, God says, "I am who I am." This declaration emphasizes God's self-existence. He is the ultimate reality. Everything else depends on Him, but He depends on nothing. As humans, we rely on many things: air, food, water, and relationships, but God is entirely self-sufficient. Everything we know has a beginning and a source, but God is the source of all life. There is nothing before Him, and nothing can exist without Him. God's self-existence offers us comfort because He is not like us. While we change, grow weary, and need rest, God is constant, unchanging, and ever-sustaining. He needs nothing from creation, yet He chooses to engage with it out of love. Moving on, God is not only the creator of the universe, but also its sustainer. His power keeps everything in existence, and He is actively involved in the workings of creation. Colossians 1 verse 17 reminds us, "In Him all things hold together." This verse emphasizes that God is the glue holding all of creation together. Without His sustaining power, the universe would cease to exist. Every breath we take, every heartbeat, every sunrise is a testament to God's sustaining power. The complex ecosystems and the forces of nature that remain in perfect balance are actively held together by the will and power of God. This truth reveals that God is not distant or detached, but intimately involved in every aspect of creation. Because of His continued presence, life continues, the universe functions, and we experience the beauty of creation. Next, we explore God's unchanging nature. He is the same yesterday, today, and forever. This characteristic, known as immutability, means that God's nature, character, and promises remain constant throughout time. Malachi 3 verse 6 tells us, "I the Lord do not change." While the world around us shifts and changes, God remains the same. This provides stability in an unstable world. When we feel shaken by life's events, we can rely on God's constancy. His character doesn't waver, His love doesn't falter, and His promises remain true. We can have confidence that the God we read about in the Bible is the same God who walks with us today. Finally, let's talk about God's desire for relationship. Despite His eternal, self-sufficient, and sovereign nature, He longs to have a personal relationship with us. James 4 verse 8 reminds us, "Draw near to God, and He will draw near to you." This verse shows that while God is transcendent and beyond our full understanding, He also invites intimacy with us. It's incredible to think that the Creator of the universe desires to know us personally. God, who needs nothing from us, loves us enough to seek us out and invite us into fellowship with Him. This is the heart of the gospel. God sent His Son, Jesus Christ, to make a way for us to have a relationship with Him. As we wrap up this exploration of God's nature, we've seen that He is eternal, self-sufficient, and unchanging. He is the I Am, sustaining the universe and all of life by His power. Understanding God's nature as eternal and self-existent gives us a deeper appreciation for who He is and how He interacts with us. God's eternal presence means He is always near, never changing, and fully capable of holding everything together. Let's reflect on the incredible reality that the eternal, self-sufficient God invites us into a personal relationship with Him. How does knowing that God exists outside of time and holds all things together shape the way we approach life? Thank you for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with others. And don't forget to visit our website and check out our store for the whole series of books that dive deeper into these truths by clicking on the links below. Until next time, God bless.